what's up? Say hi. Say hi. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, anywhere you are watching this video right now. Big up on yourself. Thank you guys so much for coming back to another video. Understand? All the persons who are returning, thank you guys so much. I know you guys have a lot of options and you guys decided to come and click on the DiAndersons video, so thank you guys so much. All the new persons, make sure to subscribe, hit that button right down below, smash a like on the video, and definitely leave a comment. As you guys can see, I'm here chilling with Malia. Malia just looking at herself on the camera like, what's happening? What am I gonna be talking about with you guys today? Now I'm gonna talk about like driving in Canada, all you need to know about driving in Canada as a new immigrant, and also give you guys an idea of like what the traffic ticket system is like right now. The reason why I decided to do this video, guys, is because I recently got a traffic ticket, and yeah, it wasn't pretty nice. It wasn't a very nice experience in terms of getting a ticket, and that was like probably my fourth ticket ever since moving to Canada, right? So the first couple tickets that I got was really because I was ignorant of the road code, pretty much the laws and the stuff that govern driving in Canada. Of course, I'm from Jamaica, guys, and even though there's laws and regulations that govern driving in Jamaica as well, we all know that it's not always upheld. Like for example, when I was in Jamaica, I'm not sure if that changed now, somebody can correct me, but there wasn't any traffic photo radar or anything like that. I don't think there is still, but as I said, somebody can correct me if that's the case. But here there is a lot of photo radar. So whilst in Jamaica, we are used to like looking for like police on the road, and you know, like if there's any police up ahead, that's how we have to look out for. Here you don't really look out for that, right? So because police are not usually, doesn't usually do like spot checks and stuff like that, right? So police are like in the traffic with you. They'll probably run your plate and pull you over if they find out you have an expired license, or you know, you have a warrant or anything like that. They run your plate so you don't know. Or if you're actually like speeding or anything like that, they probably catch you on the photo radar. And occasionally you might have cops who do spot checks occasionally. Now, one of the biggest things that you guys should learn about Canada is that, as basic as it sounds, Canada drive on the right. Now, that's basic, I know, but I decided to start right there because a lot of persons probably don't know that. Now, I'm from Jamaica, where we drive on the left, right? So coming here and driving on the right, at first it felt awkward. I'm not even gonna lie. It felt very, very strange, right? But in doing it and doing it and doing it, I become used to it. And now I don't even think I remember how to drive on the left. That's gonna be an adjustment for me, right? Now, many persons always ask, can I use my... Many persons always ask, can I use my international license to drive in Canada? The answer is yes. Now, if you have an international license, like for example, if you have a Jamaican driver's license, that gives you the opportunity to drive for 90 days in Canada, right? And this is without having an international driving permit. If you just come straight and you have an international driver's license, you can drive up to 3 months in Canada with it. But as soon as the 3 months come, you know, you have to transfer it over. And the process is you do a knowledge test. Then after you pass the knowledge test, you have to do a road test. And then after the road test, then you get your class 5 in Alberta. Anyone who's watching from another province, please share what that process is like in your province. But in Alberta, even if you have an international license, you have to do a knowledge test still. You have to do a road test, and then you will be given an Alberta license. Now guys, let me just tell you that the knowledge test is not to be underestimated, because I've been driving in Jamaica for years and then I didn't practice or anything. I was of the notion that, oh, may I drive a long time, you know, mash up a little test. Guys, it took me 3 times to pass that test, right? So it's not a walk in the park. It's not a, okay, then you can use the fact that you drive already to pass it. It's actually knowledge of what to do, and you can't go around it. So start brush up from now. Start do some practice tests online and stuff like that. Now, you also can apply for international driving permit, which allows you to drive up to 1 year without transferring your license, right? Each country that looks different. In Jamaica, you get one big booklet that looks similar to your passport. That gives you the opportunity to drive in Canada for at least 1 year, right? And then over that year, you can use that period of time to do a knowledge test and transfer and stuff like that. The benefit in having a driver's license from your home country is the fact that there is no waiting period. If you come to Canada, i.e. Alberta, which I know about, I can speak about Alberta private policies, which is pretty similar to a lot of places. If it is that you don't have a driver's license, you have to apply for your class 7, which is a knowledge test. You get a class 7, which is similar to a learner's license, but you have to keep that for at least a year before you can do a road test to get your class 5 or your GDL. Now, your class, the type of license that you would get after your class 7 is not the type that is considered a general license, but is the type that allows you to drive by yourself, where there's a lot of stipulations. Like, for example, you can't drink at all and drive. You can't drive between 12 o'clock at night and 5 o'clock in the morning, and many other stuff. And then you have to have that GDL for 2 years before you can apply for your general class 5, right? Which obviously there's not much restrictions on that. So it would be actually better for you to come to Canada with your international driver's license, because there's no waiting period where that is concerned, right? So that is something that is very important for you guys to know, that having a driver's license in the home country can actually prove to be beneficial, very beneficial. So if you don't have it already, try and get it, because it can actually help you. And the other thing that a lot of persons always ask is, do I need a driver's abstract when I'm migrating to Canada? The answer is, it depends on what you want to do. No, you don't need it, right? But you can have it. So it's not a do or don't. It's kind of like, if you want to do it, do it. Because technically speaking, the license centers, you are going to apply for your abstract anyway. Because when I was transferring my license, they applied for an abstract and I didn't have to pay anything. Or if I had to pay anything, it's way less than what you'd have to pay in your home country to apply for an abstract, right? So I would say, come without an abstract and then let them apply for it, because you're going to pay less than what you'd pay in Jamaica, or probably in your home country for an abstract as well. Now, again, if you want to go and get your abstract, it's totally up to you, but you don't need it, right? The first month after getting a car here, guys, I got 3 tickets back to back in the same week. One of those tickets is speeding in a school zone, and I was actually going 42, right? Now in Jamaica, 42 is like crawling pace. So when I came here, I thought that, okay then, even though the speed limits are 30 in a school zone, I can probably cruise down a little bit, and as long as you not go too fast, everything is good. No guys, you have to be within the speed limit, right? I got a $380 ticket for doing 42 in a school zone, and that was rough, because I'm like, yo, that is expensive. But the tickets here, guys, the traffic tickets here are very expensive, guys. I'm not even joking. So that automatically cause of a change your driving habits, become accustomed very quickly to the policies and the different ways of driving here in Alberta, right? Couple days after, guys, it was winter time. I ended up like trying to stop at a stop sign. Couldn't stop because of course the road is icy, so I slide, and then I ended up in the middle of the road. But because I ended up in the middle of the road and then there were other cars coming, I pretty much just continued through the stop sign for safety reasons, obviously. But then the photo radar picked me up again, and then I got a ticket for going through the stop sign. I don't even remember what that was, but that was pretty expensive as well. And then of course I got another speeding ticket for doing more than 60. I think I was going 65 in a zone that was for 50. So it wasn't like a speeding. And those were the first 3 tickets that I got in like probably a space of a week, guys. And I'm like, that was in 2019 or early 2020. I don't even remember. But guys, I'm telling you, that was a wake-up call for me, because that actually showed me that, listen, it pays, it costs, right? So I always say that in Canada, you go as fast as you can afford, right? Literally, based on what you can afford, you go as fast as you can afford. So because it's gonna cost you, legit, it's gonna cost you. So that was my initiation to driving into Canada, and because of that, nobody follows the speed limit more than me. Nobody makes sure that they're doing every single thing to the book more than me. Now I did say I got a ticket recently, guys. And that ticket is because my driver's license was expired on my birthday, which was a few weeks ago, and I didn't remember to change it. So I was driving somewhere, and then a police car pulled me over, flashing lights behind me. I said, "What go on?" Because in my mind, I said, everything good, me not speed, me not do nothing. I said, flashing light behind me. The guy come up to the car, he's like, "Hey, I ran your plates and I noticed that you got an expired license." And I'm like, sugar. Yeah. And then I ended up got like almost a $400 ticket for that. But if you're driving with an expired license, guys, technically they're not supposed to make you drive. They're supposed to like take away your car and all of them stuff while it is that you go and sort out your license. But luckily, the guy had a little bit of leniency on me and stuff, so he said, okay, then he must give me the ticket, but to make sure that I start out my license and stuff like that. So I did go and start out my license and stuff, but he gave me a ticket. But luckily, he never take with the car. That would have been more money, right? So I don't know, driving in Canada is a lot more friendly than driving in most countries, especially Jamaica. There's not much road rage. Road rage here is just probably like you bad drive somebody and they might pass your car and show you like a middle finger or something. It's not aggression in terms of violence at all. It's more somebody pull up to you and look in a car like, who's that person? Why are they driving like that? Persons are usually friendly on the road. There's no such thing as blind. In Jamaica, you know that right away is really a figment of the imagination. It comes down to blind and who I get who blind and who is up and who braver than who. But here, there's no such thing as blind. It's all about following the road code. If you go to a four-way, everybody know who's next, and who's next, and stuff like that. Pedestrian always have the right of way. You can get up to a $500 ticket for not stopping to make a pedestrian cross the road and stuff like that. Pedestrian always have the right of way, right? So that is something to also remember. So in Jamaica, where like for example cars don't stop for pedestrian and just speed down with them, no, not here. Pedestrian always have the right of way. You can get up to a $500 ticket, legit, for not stopping for a pedestrian, right? So the road is very friendly. It's just everybody just relax, everybody just calm, point A to point B, just get into their destination. There's no real room for anger and like violence on the road and stuff like that. Road rage is not really a big thing here where we are at. It's just nice and chill and relax. In terms of traffic, because I live in a small city, traffic is like almost non-existent. Like in summertime when it's mostly construction season, you do have a little bit more congestion, but nothing really. My cars are to get to your destination like 5 or 10 minutes later, and even with that people are upset because they're not used to that, right? So it's usually a pretty straightforward process, just nice and easy. The highways are very intimidating, I find. When I just went on the highway from Grand Prairie to Edmonton, I found it very intimidating because of course persons who would have been used to it, they're just like shooting. They're just shooting on the road past, right? And of course we weren't used to the road like that, so we have to be making sure that, you know, we are doing things properly and stuff like that. So the highways can be very intimidating, so be prepared for that, right? But on and all, driving in and around the city, you have nothing to worry about. You guys have it, right? You guys got it. Many of you guys are always like wondering about like driving in Canada and what it is like, and is it like a huge transition, and if you are going to be able to do it. 100%, guys, you're gonna be able to do it. Don't worry about it. You have it, you got it. Just be confident and know, say, yo, everything is gonna work out in all aspects, right? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys learned something. I really hope that it definitely gave you guys some perspective. And don't be shy. If you have a question, drop it in the comment section. Right, I'll try my best to answer it as usual. Smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Alright guys, like the video if you like this cute face beside me. Give Malia, how much likes do you want, Malia? Give Malia 500 likes. Can you guys do that for me? Get this video to 500 likes. So share it to your friends, share it to your family, get persons to subscribe to the channel. Really helps me out. Of course guys, check out the links in the description. I can't end the video without saying that there are so many benefits you guys can get from checking out the link in the descriptions, from getting access to immigration lawyer, immigration consultants, settlement service officers, connecting with me, help with your LOE, help with a spousal open work permit letter. There's so many things. Check out the links in the description and definitely big up on yourself. See you guys in the next video. Remember, take care of your mental health is very important, just as well as your physical health. See you guys in the next video. Bye. Say bye, Malia. Say bye. Bye, 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 bye. She's not always this quiet, by the way. She is just observing the camera.